idea is born in 1981, so that's just a few years ago. It was mainly when the general aviation industry was very bad shape. For everybody remember, Piper was bankrupt, Mooney was almost disappearing, Socada was disappearing. So it was not a very good period of time, and when we had the Kuwait war, it was a request by the army because they needed to have the F-gas in Jeddah. And the F-gas was not very easy to get, so for any surveillance aircraft or any trainer that they had in the same time, so they needed to have something else for the logistic reason. Socata in France, which is today Daher Socata, and I was from Socata at that time, we considered that we needed to do something to be back on field with the aircraft. It was too expensive to make an innovation for a new airframe. The avionics, it was Bendix King, Avidyne, Garmin. So what we were thinking that having a new engine, because most of the engine like coming Continental, they were too old. It was a technology which was 50 years old. We considered that if we had an engine burning Jeddah, it would be a good thing to have. So we asked at that time to Lycoming if they were ready to do it, and Lycoming said no way, there is no future for diesel engine. Then we decided to make it ourselves, but we were looking for somebody to help us to design the engine. So we looked, a French company was manufacturing sport car engine, but they were not a designer. Then we came to Peugeot Sport. Peugeot Sport said no way. And then we came to Renault Formula One team. And the general manager took the idea as a very good idea for him, so we met with him in Le Bourget Air Show in 1995. And it was at the time that Renault Formula One was leaving the championship at the end of the year. And the general manager said, oh, you know, the last engine manufacturer for aircraft in France was Renault Aviation. And he had in mind that saying that 3 years later we are going to get the 100th anniversary of Renault, then we could fly with a piston engine defined by Renault. So this is how it came. So we made a team together from 1995 to 2000. Then in 2000 SNECMA came on board. Then we were at the time that it was EADS, Renault and SNECMA, June 2000. So the idea was to get this piston engine burning Jeddah for the field, but then you got a lot of difficulties. By the fact that it was impossible to get a certification for an engine without any spark plug and magneto. It was impossible at that time to get Jeddah in some other engine than turbofan, turboprop. So we got through all of that, and we needed to get the EASA and the FAA making a change on the regulations to get that approved. Then after that you had September 2001, which was a big mess for everybody, including the general aviation world. And most of the American companies were very concerned by the fact they wanted to keep their own technology more than anything else. Because in 1993, TCM started a diesel engine, which was funded by NASA, but the CEO of TCM was not in agreement with this engine. So he just wanted to get the funds and making the first flight, and that's it. So we pursued that because we were convinced that the F-gas will disappear, and we were convinced that we needed to bring some new solutions for decreasing the cost of the flight and increasing the safety, being green. And so we have been in some difficult time. Nowadays I think that we got a better engine, we got everything is moving around with the F-gas, and I think it's the right time to be here, and we are lucky to be with the Safran Group, which helped a lot. So that's many answer how it came. So it was an engine for the Socata aircraft.